Well guys, this is one of the cars that I've been waiting for a long time to get on my channel. Part of it is because it's been delayed, and the Mercedes been delayed in releasing its brand new S-Series vehicle. Now this is the S500, and big thank you to Mercedes-Benz of Bonita Springs for allowing me to film this vehicle. Super excited because I really like the outgoing generation, and I quite frankly don't know how Mercedes can make it any better. So today we're going to explore just that. We're going to take a look at the exterior, interior. We're going to jump inside, play with some very cool and interesting features on the interior of this vehicle, see what powers up this thing, and then finally I'm going to take you for a spin in it. So if you're ready, let's go. Well, so how do you improve on something that's already so good? Now, Mercedes has been doing it for now 7th generation. This is a 7th generation S-Class. W223 is that code name for it. And they've been making the S-Class and S-Class since 1972 now. However, since 1954, Mercedes has been making the big luxury sedans. But the nomenclature of the S-Class name hasn't been adopted till 1972. So 7th generation S-Class, what's different about it? I gotta tell you everything. Starting from the sheet metal, interior is completely different. The infotainment system, guys, I can't wait to show the interior of it because it's absolutely ridiculous on this vehicle, and that's in a good sense. Now we're gonna start in the front of here, so you can see this huge hood. Now it's very plain, it's very elegant, very refined. The only body lines you can see is right here on both sides, ending in those A-pillars right here. Also, this is the only Mercedes-Benz left that has this iconic Mercedes start right on the hood ornament that so many of us remember from the previous generations. Even with the C-classes, they used to have it. No more. Now the S-Class still remains, and I hope they're gonna keep it like this because that's what makes Mercedes a Mercedes to me. Now if you look at the lights, now this is the multi-beam LED lights. Very cool. I'm gonna give you a close-up of it because, you know, from a distance you can't really see that big grille. This part right here is kind of covered. That's where all the sensing technology, alongside with the top of the glass, that's where it hides for all of the safety features of this Mercedes-Benz. Now this is the AMG package, one of the 3 different packages that you can get on the S-Class right now. You can get the luxury one, which is, well, base one, if you can say a base in the same sentence as the S-Class. Then you have the AMG, and then you have the executive series Mercedes-Benz. So this is kind of in the middle. This is the more sporty one. You can still see some chrome. Now if it had that night package, it would all probably be blacked out. I haven't seen that one yet. But then also the dual colors right at the bottom here. You can see that air intake at the bottom here, as long as those side air scarves, if you will, on the side that lets the air inside of the wheel well help with cooling the brakes and cooling the wheels. So we'll pop the hood right now and see what powers up this particular one, the S500. The 580 is a different story. We'll check this one out right now. So underneath the hood right here, this is the base engine for the S500. The 580 is a different engine. This one is a 6-cylinder 3.0 inline 6-cylinder engine. Now this one produces 429 horsepower, 384 pound-feet of torque. Now it also has this auxiliary compressor, electric auxiliary compressor, and the EQ boost, which adds, you know, about 48 volts to the power of this vehicle. It's made it to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and according to Mercedes website, it can basically send this beast 4.9 seconds 0 to 60. Now it might not be very impressive when you look at the numbers itself, but look at the size of this vehicle. It's massive. 4.9 with a 6-cylinder engine. That's incredible. Well guys, I gotta tell you, really pictures and videos don't do it justice. Take a look at this. See how massive this vehicle is. It's over 208 inches long. Now to put it in perspective, it's about as long as a Chevy Tahoe, or about as long as a Lincoln Navigator. 208 inches is about a foot longer than my Honda Pilot, which is massive. It might not look like this when you see it from a distance or on the pictures, but when you come in close contact with it, if you stand right next to it, you'll see how huge it is. Now this one has the accessory 20-inch wheels. On the S500 it comes standard with the 19-inch wheels. Love the silver color. Also part of the AMG package is that side skirt right at the bottom. You see it's a little bit different than on the luxury, which essentially doesn't have one at the bottom. What's pretty cool and completely new to this model right here is the door handles. Kind of, we've seen that on the Tesla, some of the Jaguars. Those are the door handles that come out and hide when you press this. Let's see here, it hides in, the mirrors close in, and this is when the vehicle is locked. You can unlock it as well. It does completely the opposite thing. Now I don't know how it is. Probably in Florida we're not going to have much problem with it, but you know, if you're somewhere up north where it freezes, I wonder if they actually have tested it in the extreme temperatures, because this could be an issue. Huge long doors on the back. This is a vehicle that you can either drive, like with the AMG package, this could be a driver's car, very fun to drive, or you can be driven and be chauffeured around. And we're going to check this out, how much room there is inside of it. Now also what's very interesting, unfortunately this model doesn't have it, maybe the S580 that I'll get next time is gonna have it, is the 4-wheel steering that helps with the turning radius of this vehicle. As a matter of fact, Mercedes claims that with the 4-wheel steering and the rear wheels are being able to actually steer about 10 degrees, the S-Class, which is 208 inches long, has the same turning diameter as an A-Class. Okay, but we'll get to it when we get to a vehicle that has it. I'll show you, I'll demonstrate it, but before that, let's get and check out the rear of this car. Well guys, check this out. First of all, you know, I'm 6 feet tall, I'm an average size human. See how big this vehicle is. I love the styling of it. It's very smooth, it's very elegant, it's very refined. The lights, you know, Mercedes continues with the same design as they do for other models, but this, they take it to the next level. We'll give you a close-up of it. These are individual little crystals inside those lights. S500, this is the base model of the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, 4MATIC, which means it's an all-wheel drive right here. It does have 2 exhaust tips. Now there's real exhaust in here, they're just encased in this kind of simulated tips, and it does have, because it's an AMG trim, it does have this air diffuser. Now let's see how much room there is inside of this huge trunk right here. Cool, you know, large trunk. I left this stuff inside of it purposely because I gotta tell you, there's a few things that you need to see. First of all, it's a smoker's package, so you have 2 ashtrays, and then this is for the air diffuser. This is actually a perfumes that you can put in the special place inside of the glove compartment. I'll show you, and it basically is gonna put that perfumed scented air inside of the vehicle. So that's, you know, I have several scents to choose from. Now what else is here? Underneath here, of course, there's no spare tire. Why would you change a spare tire yourself on the Mercedes-Benz S-Class? No, you ask somebody to do it for you. What else do we have in here? Okay, what's this for? Let's pull it. Oh, there's a little hook right here, so you can put your grocery bags or something in here. Now the seats don't fall down, as far as I know. It does have this little pass-through right here, so in case you have something longer like skis maybe, you can actually put it in through this opening right here. Now what I always like about the Mercedes-Benz, might be silly, but these part right here, it's covered, so you don't actually see the hinges and how it opens up. And of course it's power, so you can open it up. Now this is an umbrella holder. Okay, how often do you have an umbrella holder? Right here, put the umbrella, you just snap it back in, and there you go. This is how the umbrella is in the vehicle. Okay, you can lock it or you can just close it, and then you have some lights right here. So if it's open, okay, so right here you have the red light. Right at the bottom here, maybe you can see it, you have the white light to illuminate what's inside the trunk. There's another pretty cool thing in here. Let me see if I can show it to you. In case you get locked in the car, this glows in the dark. This is an emergency trunk opener, so don't you worry. If you get stuck in the Mercedes-Benz trunk, you can open it from the inside. Well guys, I gotta tell you, I mean, I don't think I have to really spend a long time on talking about the roominess inside of the back seat, although I probably could, just because it's so nice, it's so comfortable in here. I have plenty of headroom, I have plenty of shoulder room. I gotta tell you though, it is a 4-people vehicle. Even though it does have 5 seat belts, the 5th person might not be the most comfortable in here, not because of the lack of width or anything like this, but this vehicle is specifically designed to have 4 people in here. And the interior is so cool. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to just show it to you so you can take a look for yourself. Alright, so Mercedes, what they do, especially on the S-Class, is everything with the passenger in mind. They realize a lot of people that buy those vehicles, it's either gonna be for a limo use or a private chauffeur, or people just like to be driven in it. And this is no different with this particular one, even though, like I said, it is a base one. But here's what you have. So you have 4 controls for the windows. Now, what do you say, Matt? There's only one usually with my car. So first of all, okay, you see that this one has the automatic, the power sunshade right here. So if the sun is shining in the face, you can actually brighten this up. Now, what's the ones for the back? Okay, let's check this out. Right, well, look at the back glass right here, and what we're gonna do is, there you go. This shade that Mercedes had for such a long time is back. It has it, okay? So this one, it kind of gives you more privacy. It protects you from the sun. So this is a pretty cool option as well. What else do we have here? You have 3 memory seat settings for the back seat. Now the lock and unlock is kind of incorporated in this door handle right here. This is different too. This no longer moves. Okay, however, you have to just apply a little bit of pressure and that's going to adjust that seat. So see this? Okay, now you can recline the seat even more than I was sitting in here. Okay, you can actually, this one doesn't have that executive package which is going to allow you to recline it like almost completely. Okay, Burmeister stereo. Again, this is not a 4D Burmeister stereo. This is the regular one. You have the Mercedes-Benz badge right here, AMG, because this is an AMG model. And check this out, okay? Quilted diamond stitch leather. Look at the pillows. The pillows are so incredibly soft. They're for the passenger and drive, I mean the rear passengers right here. Now what else do you have here? This one doesn't have, like I said, this executive package with the rear screen in here, but hopefully the one that I'm gonna do next, as far as the 580, is gonna have it. And this is exactly what I was telling you, that this is going to be a 4-person vehicle, because look, the 3rd person in the middle is gonna have a little bit of a hard time kind of sitting on this middle seat. Okay, what else do we have inside of here? You have a few vents, but no electronic climate control for the back. Now, like I said, the S580 should probably have it. And then there's a little bit storage in the back of those seats. Okay, you do have your own vents in here though, on the sides and in the middle, so that's gonna give you plenty of air to cool it down. Now the seats, of course, the rear seats, ventilated and heated for both passengers in the back. Let's see where the magic happens. All right, so as you can see, the door handles are open. Now it does have Mercedes-Benz right on the side in here, and it kind of reflects in here. It's pretty cool. Open it up, okay? And let's first of all hear that solid thump. Okay, awesome. This is not a soft close in this one, or is it? Yeah, it is. It's a soft close, which the doors are being pulled in, but if you close it fast enough, it's gonna give you that solid thump in here. So let's gonna start right here on the door. First of all, very similar as the back one, the lock unlock incorporated into the door handle itself. Very nice quilted diamond stitch leather right here, piano black, which I'm not too crazy about, and this one has this shiny trim on the interior as well. What's different? Look at this, the light controls are right here. They used to be right on the side and here, and now they put it right on the door itself, so you can control your lights through here, your mirrors. Now they went with this touch buttons right here. They're not like a physical buttons, they're just a touch buttons for the mirror controls. And of course you have all 4 window controls, and you can control that shade in the back through here as well. Now 3 memory seat settings, heated, ventilated, and you can also control the seat on the right as well. Okay, Mercedes-Benz right here, beautiful, super comfortable driver's seat. Can't wait to get inside and show you this completely new redesigned interior. All right guys, let's check this out. I'm super excited because this is a completely new interior for Mercedes-Benz. Now you can see that it does have this 12.8 screen in addition to the 12.3 inch screen, and for the instrument cluster is, and check out this beautiful interior of this vehicle. Now it probably would not be my choice of trim because I don't like them too shiny, but you can have leather, you can have this nice trim. You can also see some of this illuminated, like see it's changing colors from blue to red and purple. This is your ambient lighting, which you can, by the way, change to several different modes, and we're gonna kind of glimpse at it when I'm looking at the settings. But let's start with the steering wheel here. First of all, it's one of the new steering wheels, and this one, by the way, it's a wood steering wheel with leather, super nice to the touch, very comfortable. It is a multi-function steering wheel, and again, Mercedes opted in to do all of that with basically a touch buttons right here. Those are not physical buttons. You can hear them click when you press the whole thing, but basically all you have to do, in the most part, you know, you can just touch it and it's gonna take you to wherever you need to go. So this is what controls basically anything that's going on the instrument cluster right here. Okay, you can see it's mostly from the cruise control, as well as it will take you to the home button and allows you to change different options right here. Now it's going crazy in here. By the way, you can see those lights blinking on the screen. I can't see it, but this is basically an attention assist support that monitors your eyes, and if it feels like you're getting drowsy, you're getting sleepy, it's going to alert you to stop and take a break basically. Okay, or go back to this home screen. Okay, go back in here. Now this is basically almost as good as like the autonomous driving system for Mercedes-Benz. It has, you know, all of the safety feature, cruise control. You basically lock into the car in front of you. It slows down, you slow down. It accelerates, you accelerate, obviously up to the limit of where you put your cruise control. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I hope you do. This is a 3D instrument cluster, okay? And there's a lot of it, a lot of stuff going on in here. So let's see, you know, what we can change in here. Okay, this is basically just your trip meter, okay? But we'll go back to the home screen, and then you can change, see different, exclusive, sport, understated. What does sport do? Let's check this out. Wow, it gives you this big speedometer right here, and then what you can see, a distance, pound-feet of torque, and this is horsepower on the right, so you can see your power and your torque on both sides. Engine data, it gives you like the boost PSI and the G-force on the left-hand side, so that's pretty cool. But there's several more that you can choose from. Okay, I don't know, exclusive. Oh wow. Classic, which I think I'm just gonna leave it at classic. Let's see what else do we have in here, and then this is pretty interesting here. Augmented reality. Okay, we're gonna set this on, and basically what it does, it projects a picture over the navigation. So if you're driving, like normally you can see the navigation, this one you'll see the actual video, and it tells you which street to turn on and so on. They have an eco display, but let's see, the augmented reality, is that on? Can I turn that on, or is it automatically on? I think it just tells you of what's in here. Head-up display. By the way, this is pretty cool. Okay, can you see it? I hope you can, at least a little bit. What I'm doing down here is this big 3D head-up display that basically shows me what I'm changing on the screen in here. So let's change that to here, and let's go back. I would spend hours talking about this, but this is fully customizable. It's pretty cool. It's 3D, and we're gonna move on to this brand new 12.8 inches. Now, this is vertical screen, completely new. We haven't seen it in any other Mercedes up until now, so great way to debut it in the top of the line Mercedes-Benz. Right next to it, that's where your start and stop button is. By the way, you know, I can turn it off so that the vehicle is off right now, but if I turn it back on, okay, you can't hear the starter, and it's because that electric support, that electric starter basically just minimizes the start of this vehicle. It's almost like it's almost always running. You just turn it on. So the screen, this is an improved version of this MBUX, which is a Mercedes-Benz user experience. I have this 3D button in here, so I can have it in 3D. I can have it in the regular flat display. So this is 3D mode, off or on. So we're gonna leave it on. And then you can control it. This is a touch screen, as well as you can control it through these buttons right on the steering wheel in here. You can control it also through voice. Hey Mercedes, take me to the nearest gas station.
Here is what I found. Where do you want to go?
Number 1.
I am calculating the route.
I'm very impressed actually, guys, that it recognized first of all my accent. Now what's pretty cool about it, this Mercedes learns with you, so it learns your voice. You can customize it, you can customize settings, and the Mercedes, once it recognizes your voice, it's gonna adjust everything to your personal settings. You can also customize it to the fingerprint. Look, right here is a fingerprint reader. You can customize a lot of settings, and then whoever starts the car, whoever starts driving it, all they have to do is put their finger on the fingerprint reader, and it's gonna adjust the lights, the steering wheel, the seat, everything as you set up for your driver's profile, okay, including all of that system right here. So take a look at this navigation. It's massive. It takes up almost the entire screen. That's been my pet peeve with a lot of vehicles where they have this massive screen. They only using part of this real estate. This is using all of it. And I hope it's gonna have that augmented reality when we're driving, so you can see it for yourself. Okay, let's go back. There's notifications. This, if you get lost, is always gonna take you to the home button. So you have the navigation, you have phone media, apps, comfort. Let's take a look at this, because again, this is a luxury vehicle, top of the line. Let's see, seat kinetics, lumbar, okay? You can check this out, adjust your lumbar, heating settings, automatic seat positioning, okay? You put your height, you put, whether it's in inches or centimeters, it's gonna adjust it to what the Mercedes thinks it's gonna be a best position for you to drive. So let's see, I am actually 6 feet tall, okay? I used to be 6.1, but as I get older, okay, 6 inches. No, 4.9. Okay, no, 6 feet tall. Okay, start positioning. There you go, positioning, seat and steering wheel. Okay, I dig it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it depends on how you drive. I'd probably want it a little bit back, so all I have to do is just move the seat back a little bit, and that's it. I'm not sure if you can see it, but now it's a good visibility of this 3D system. If not, you got to get in one of those vehicles. Check it out for yourself. Back to the screen, ambient lighting, monochrome, multicolor. As you can see, you've seen this basically playing right here. You can change this to different settings, okay? And it's gonna appear virtually everywhere on the vehicle. Floating right behind here, that's where the ambient lighting is, okay? And tons more of features that you can have basically in your Mercedes-Benz, okay? Settings for the vehicle. You can customize your driving assistance, so you can see activate distance assist, distronic steering wheel, active lane change assist, collision avoidance assistance, camera, parking. It's got the parking assist, every single thing that you can think of basically this vehicle has, okay? 360, okay? So it shows you assistance, okay, in the front. Now you can have vehicle settings, interior motion sensor, tow-away protection, light, dynamic low beam system, okay, speak during voice output displays, color elements, infotainment. Gosh, this really would take a long time just to go through all of this, and I'm by no means an expert in it, but there's so many things that you can adjust, and it's easy. Big buttons, visible buttons. This is the OLED display, one of the top displays that you can get. Like if you're looking for a TV, you always want to have the OLED displays, OLED display on it. Okay, as you can see, climate control settings are right here. This is your dynamic gears or dynamic select, so you can change that. Let's see. All right, so what do we have? We have eco mode, comfort, sport, sport plus, and individual. So you know, you can customize your individual settings. Okay, parking assist. Look at this. I don't know how it knows. Where's the camera at? It's so accurate. All of the details of the parking lot that I'm sitting in right now are in here. Okay, and then we go back to like the shortcuts for the vehicle functions is this button right here that I pressed, so you can turn on or off the toggle switches, 3D display, head-up display, Parktronic, lane keep assist. You can turn these on or off just basically by hitting this button right here, and that's it. Hazard lights, you can mute it, you can turn the whole system off. What else do we have here? Cup holders, you have the wireless charging, you also have the USB-C port, and you can close this all off. Okay, now piano black, does it leave fingerprints? It does, unfortunately. You can't avoid that, but this is the interior of this vehicle. What's going on right on top of here? Again, it does have speaker right here. Oh, this is the base Burmeister stereo. They also have this 4D incredible Burmeister stereo. You almost feel like in the movie theater, and hopefully they'll have one on the 580 when I'm going to do that. But this is what you get basically with the base model of Mercedes-Benz. It does have some options on it. This one is actually about $120,000, so it's very nicely equipped. But what you can see is the light button, the rear lights, doors when it's on or off. You can open up this sunroof. Now it does have two sunroofs, one in the front, one in the back. So again, this is a vehicle that is either to be driven or being driven in, and you know, see, it opens up. Let's see, we can slide this open. There you go. Slides open. Big, very wide, and very nice size. Windscreen right here as well. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited to take this for a spin. Let's take a last quick glimpse at it, and we're gonna take it for a ride. I haven't been this excited about driving a vehicle in a long time. Well, first of all, S-Class has always been one of my favorite vehicles, one of my favorite Mercedes-Benz. I love the 222, the outgoing model. I haven't driven the 6-cylinder in that one. This is a 6-cylinder. This is the base engine. We're gonna start with this one, and we're gonna continue on with the 580, hopefully in the next few weeks when they get it. So Matt, how much is this vehicle? Because as an S-Class, it's obviously a lot of money, and obviously it is. So this particular one, I'm gonna pull my cheat sheet right here, which is basically their build sheet right here in Monroney sticker. It starts at 109.8, which is actually not horrible for a vehicle for what you're getting in here. Now you gotta remember, this is an S-Class. This is not a, you know, cheapo vehicle. So there's some add-ons on this particular one, and I'm going to list all of them in the description of this video so you can see of what's included in the vehicle that I'm testing. And it's actually nicely equipped. It's actually $122,300, so $122,300 is the MSRP on this. But what else does it have in here? Look at this. This vehicle weighs a ton. Well, I don't know if it's exactly a ton, but over 4,000, probably about 4,700 pounds or so. 4.9, 0 to 60 out of a 6-cylinder engine. That's exciting. Guess what? 24 miles per gallon combined. 20 in the city, 29 on the expressway on a 6-cylinder engine. That's absolutely amazing on this vehicle. Before we take it for a spin, okay, let's check this out. Okay, first of all, let's put it in reverse and take a look at this rear view camera. This rear view camera is absolutely amazing. It does have a 360, it does have the front and rear trajectory lines, so from the top you can see whether you're not gonna be able to hit something. And that's especially important in the parking lot such as this one, when there's a lot of concrete posts on the side. You'll be able to see if backing in you're not gonna actually get into something. So you have different angles. This is your front camera right here. You can see what I'm looking at right here, because that's the rear camera. That's the side camera right here, and you actually have a picture of a vehicle of Mercedes-Benz. You move on to the other side, auto camera in here, that's from the top, and then we have the parking assist on. Now parking assistance, let's see, if we go in here, the rear camera image, check surrounding, okay, and what if I want to park it somewhere? How is it going to do it? Drive forward to search for parking space. Okay, looks like a sonar almost. Let's see if it's going to find one. Let's see if it's going to be able to park itself in one of those tight parking spots. Now this is 208 inches long vehicle, so it's very long, I'm sure. Okay, there was a parking spot right here, so I'm gonna do it right here. This is how we're gonna park. Okay, start parking process with the parking button below the display. Parking button below the display. Okay, rear camera image, check surroundings. Okay, turned on a turn signal right here. I don't control it right now. So it's gonna be cutting it close. You sure you wanna do that? Oh gosh. Okay. See, it's parking assist. Okay, we're gonna go in front. No, go front, go front. Okay, I kind of, okay, go park itself. I kind of canceled that because I was too chicken for it to actually let it do its job, but I gotta tell you, see, it would perfectly fit ourselves in here. That's me being a chicken, not trusting the technology. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time. Maybe we're gonna do it in the parking space that's not that tight. Okay. Okay, there's a parking space right here. I'm not touching anything, I promise. Okay, park it right here, press this button. All right, let's go. Hands right here so you can see it. Where's it gonna go? Okay. I thought we already passed that parking spot a long time. Maybe not. Oh, this is how it's doing, huh? Now, why would you want to go front? What are we doing here? Oh my gosh, guys, this is like literally we're talking about $120-some thousand Mercedes-Benz that nobody has in their inventory, and I'm trusting this computer to do a simple parking for me. But this is basically what I wanted to present to you, that as long as this vehicle is, and as close as we're getting to that post right here, you can see it on the screen, it actually is pretty darn accurate, and it's gonna park it. It's gonna park itself right here. It's gonna do it. Yes, okay. It's turning, it's sensing. Boom, it parked. Whew. We're in one piece. The car hasn't been scratched. I'm super excited about it. Okay. Now, we're not using the parking assist to get out of this, but what I'm gonna do is actually what I should have done to begin with. I'm gonna put the seat belt on. I'm gonna actually back it up myself. Yes, there's cameras, there's everything. This vehicle is fairly easy to maneuver, to be honest with you, and I want to check out of the turning diameter on this long vehicle. Let's see if I can do it inside somewhere here. Actually, you know what, we're gonna get down to the level 1 and then check it out there. I gotta tell you, one of the things that you can certainly notice about this vehicle, that it doesn't drive, it basically floats. That suspension is so good, it feels so awesome. Now I'm in the Sport Plus mode. I'm gonna actually take it out of a Sport Plus mode and go to a Comfort mode, so we can see how it softens up the suspension, especially over those speed bumps right here. And then we'll see if it changes anything as far as the rest of this vehicle. Right, like I said, this one doesn't have the rear wheel steering, the 4-wheel steering, so it's gonna have a regular steering as far as turning radius. And you know what, let's see it anyways. We're right in the middle of the parking lot, hopefully. Okay. It's a big vehicle, but it still turns on a dime. Mercedes has always been so good about their turning radiuses. It's the way that their wheels angle to the sides when they turn. It helps with the steering. Now imagine yourself with the rear wheel steering. We're going to check that out too. And turning radius on this beast would be like on the A-Class, which is incredible. It's absolutely amazing. Like I said, it floats, it doesn't drive. One thing before we really take it on the road that I want to show you, I'm gonna stop for a second right here, is the brand new key. This is a brand new key for this S-Class. It's different than the other ones that we had. It's only got 2 buttons on it and big Mercedes logo and the panic button on the other side. That's basically what it has. And now we're gonna take it on the road. I'm in the comfort mode right now. You know what? What the hell? Let's go to Sport Plus right away so we'll see how it drives. for the way that this vehicle is, okay, and I gotta show you, it shows you right here the augmented reality. It's gonna go into a video, which is pretty cool. But for as heavy as it is, it doesn't feel like it when you're gunning it, when you accelerate. It's basically here. It's gonna show you where to turn. Isn't that cool? Right there, tells you, okay, you're gonna make a left-hand turn. Okay, I missed it right here. What's gonna happen? It's gonna navigate to the next one, okay? So it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but it actually does tell you of where to turn and which street when you're getting closer, 0.3 miles. So I think it's gonna be not this light, which I don't know why. We're gonna actually turn it on this light. We're gonna make a U-turn here. But it actually tells you to go further, and it's probably gonna adjust. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool system. But where I was getting at, it's very nimble, if you will, for a massive vehicle as it is. I'm gonna go back to sport to see what the difference is. But it doesn't feel that big. It doesn't feel that long. It doesn't feel like, you know, you're driving something that might outgrow you. Very Mercedes-Benz like, very S-Class like. I still got to tell you, I love the outgoing one. I think it's a pretty similar feel with a lot of new gadgets, with a lot of new electronics. But I can see this definitely making waves in the luxury industry. This is probably the best vehicle that money can buy. I mean, and quite frankly, there's not a huge competition. What do we have in this large luxury sedan segment? We do have the BMW 7 Series. Here's a sport mode. Awesome. Okay. And it's not loud, and the seats are so comfortable. But going back, BMW, okay, 7 Series. Now you have the Lexus, the big Lexus. Can we put the G90 in the same category? Let me know in the comment section below. That's the Genesis. I mean, it's super luxurious, but I don't know how many people think it should be put in the same category. And then, of course, the Lexus LS. You know, again, some people argue that this might not be in the same category, but what else is out there? Okay, if you're going Rolls-Royce and Bentley, you're looking at least double, if not triple, the price of this one. So, you know, for just about $125,000, which is tons of money, there's only a few competitors in the segment, and Mercedes is not slowing down. As a matter of fact, with this release, they say, hey, you know what? We're going to be ahead of competition again, and they are. I can't wait to test out the S580 and the AMG series if it comes out. Alright guys, so once again, big thanks to Mercedes-Benz of Bonita Springs. Those guys are super cool. They're letting me test drive this vehicle, show it to you. They're gonna let me do the S580 as soon as that comes out. So check those guys out. I'll put the link to in the description of this video. Also, if you like watching videos like this, consider subscribing so you don't miss any of the videos that are coming out. I post twice a week. Also, when you subscribe, you will get entered into my cash giveaway. Some of the details in the description below as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers.